Welcome to Coffee with Candace. Happy 2021. I am so excited to share with you the update of what God is doing here at the Open Door Mission. I know that I usually start by showing you my mug of the month, but you guys are such creative people. I guess I mentioned that I love hot chocolate. So whoever sent me the Keurig cups of hot chocolate, I just want to say a thank you shout out. I got them and I'm using them. And so thank you so much. I am so excited to share with you that we at the Open Door Mission are what we consider COVID free today. I'm so grateful for how God has provided a hedge of protection during this pandemic. We are continuing to follow all of the health department and the CDC protocols, from washing and disinfecting and cleaning during those every 3 hours high traffic areas. We are working on taking everyone's temperature and symptoms twice a day that live here on our campus. We're still using paper products. We're still social distancing. We're still wearing masks. We are actually using our cough etiquette, good hygiene, and God has blessed us. Less than 1% of our homeless population here at the mission have contacted the virus, even though we continue to keep our wing open for our COVID positives. We have an infirmary, a quarantine area, and all of those things are working together to keep our guests safe that are experiencing homelessness. Thank you for all your prayers for our staff. They've had additional duties for these last 11 months, and many of them are tired. And we are so grateful for their sacrifice that they make to be in full-time ministry. Over 20% of our staff have contacted the virus, and we are so grateful that they are all back here at work and in their place. And again, so grateful that we're entering 2021 with none of our staff out of the office due to COVID. And we are hoping that this vaccination in Jesus' name will be rolled out faster and efficiently, and our community will look different over the next 30, 60, and 90 days. Well, I'm also excited to share with you that we kicked off 2021 like no other. We had more volunteers than ever before for the diaper drive. I think we had a little over 330 men, women, and children from very, very young to a little bit mature that joined us to unload 1.1 million diapers. I do not recall ever unloading the diapers faster than we did this year. We were done in less than 2 hours, and that includes one of the Warner trucks coming late. And so we had the best volunteers that I can ever recall being here. And I know that it was just an awesome experience for so many. We did walking tours. Our chef made chicken noodle soup and chili and hot chocolate to go. And we got a little creative and did it in a manner that was, yes, efficient. And we are just so grateful that now all of those diapers can be used at our diaper depot programs and Council Bluffs, Elkhorn, and our main campus, and also at the Lydia House. I'm also super excited that I cannot believe it. During a pandemic, we had the best Martin Luther King Jr. Day ever. I just am so thrilled to share with you what a testimony it was to Martin Luther King Jr. and his legacy, to see the number of volunteers that came out. We actually were able to start a new program in our men's center and our Lydia House. We have a Lydia House boutique, and we have a men's center shopping area now, that men and women and children experiencing homelessness will now be able, whether they come in after hours, on the weekend, we now have an area that they can go and get new clothing for each of them in their family. And so excited about this endeavor. Also, we had more than 750 sack lunches made for not only our street program and those that leave our facility to go to work every day and take their lunch with them, but anyone that comes up to the door of the mission and they don't want to come inside, they still want to live outside, but they're hungry, and we give them sack lunches. So what a huge endeavor. And here at the administration building, we had hundreds of volunteers work on sorting canned goods and then assembling food pantries. We have returned at our outreach centers for the next 30 days to passing out assembled food pantries. And the reason is it's safer. We just can social distance to make the food pantries, and we can social distance to give them away. And when we get into the consumer choice pantry of stocking our shelves, it requires many more volunteers. It's very labor intensive, and it requires touching things many more times. And we just want to keep people safe during this red high traffic transmission time. So those are some of the updates of what's going on at the Open Door Mission during this pandemic. And we're super excited that our children are going back to school. And February 2nd, middle school and elementary children, they've been here at the mission for 11 months doing remote learning, but they're going back 5 days. And then I believe it's February 16th or 17th, our high school students remain. And we are going to have a party here at the Open Door Mission and celebrate that they are back in school and working towards their academic goals in a classroom setting with their peers. Now, I just have to tell you, I'm super excited about one other thing. And starting today, right after Coffee with Candace, we will be hosting a 3-part gift card giveaway. Watch for the posts on Facebook over the next few days and be ready to like, share, and comment on each of the posts for a chance to win. And the reason I'm wearing my mask is because Mr. Bryce is here. He's my digital specialist, my producer. He is my MacGyver. And so I just am so excited that Bryce has coordinated this fabulous way for us to just celebrate what God is doing at the Open Door Mission. And don't worry, if you're tuning in via not Facebook, we've got wonderful prizes for you as well at your contest in the next few months. So hop on over to Facebook every day for the next few days and watch for the post. In fact, the first day, we've got some fabulous gift cards to Subway and Amazon. Who doesn't love Subway? Well, you can grab your sub and sit down and do some shopping if you're the winner. And again, every time you like Bryce's post or share it, or that did I miss one, Bryce? Like, share, or comment, Bryce is going to put your name in for the running, for the winning. And then, of course, the second day that he makes his post, we will announce the next day the winner. But then we're going to have a second prize contest. Watch for the post, and you'll have your choice of a $50 gift card for a shopping spree at Kohl's, Walmart, or Target. It is your choice. And so watch for that contest. And of course, we've got a grand prize winner contest where that prize winner will get a gift card to a restaurant of your choice. I think you've got Jamba Juice, Panera, Cold Stone Creamery. Skip the dinner. Just go right for the ice cream. Dave & Buster's, Burger King. That's a $20 gift card. And then, of course, we've got a $10 Bed Bath & Beyond gift card. And then, of course, the big caveat that goes with it, I believe, is $100. I don't believe, I'm seeing it and reading it. $100 Visa gift card for a wonderful shopping spree to start 2021 out. So again, watch for those posts, like them, share them, and comment, and you get those 3 things will get your name entered 3 times. And we are so excited to celebrate what God is doing at the Open Door Mission through all of our social media channels. And that's why we'll have a contest on each one of them. So watch for them in the coming months to come. I am so excited about my first guest today for Coffee with Candace. As many of you know, during this pandemic, it has been challenging to feed the hungry. We've had to get creative. We actually are still serving hot meals 3 times a day in our community kitchen. We actually have opened our Lydia House Cafe, so our women and children do not have to leave the Lydia House building for any of their meals. They'll actually have those at the Lydia House Cafe. We invite those that are hungry to come to our front door, and if they're not staying with us, they can have a container to go or a cold sack lunch. And then, of course, we've done the Farmers of America, where you pull up and you pop your trunk and you get a fresh fruit and vegetable box. We did 31,000 households. We're super excited that we'll be starting phase 5 in the next 30 days. And so Farmers of America will be back on Tuesdays, where you just drive through and pop your trunk. And of course, all 3 outreach centers are out. They're open, and they are serving those that have food insecurity issues. And right now in our community, we have a 50% increase in food insecurity issues. And I am going to take off my mask because we are all in this little studio, and my guest is actually going to Zoom in with us today. So we are practicing our safe practices, and I hope that you are as well. But I'm so excited that Mr. Zach Hafer is going to join me. And so, Zach, I'm so excited that you're taking time out of your busy day to share with us. Zach and his family are the owners of Mad Hatter Muffler and Brakes, and Mad Hatter is hosting a Turn Hunger to Hope food drive for the Open Door Mission this month. Hi, Zach.
Hello, how are you doing?
Good. How is the business of mufflers and brakes?
It's been pretty good. We took it over, me and my wife did about 4 years ago, and we've been growing from one location to two now. Wow. And it's been a great deal. And like I say, we've got great employees, and they've been helping us out. And, we're looking forward to doing more, within the community as far as this type of deal than, just doing car repairs.
How has COVID affected your business? I know we're off topic a little bit, but you can't not talk about COVID when you start out the day.
Yeah, luckily we've been real lucky. We've been monitoring everyone at the shops. We've actually not had one person get positive with COVID. Wow. And actually we've only had one sick day, and I think it was like a strep throat type deal and not COVID. So we've been taking precautions of cleaning surfaces, disinfecting cars, and going through protocols to try to, minimize the risk to our customers. We even, if people want to drop off, they can drop off overnight the day before, where we don't even have interactions. We got pay by text and other things to do to try to, mitigate the risks that people have.
So literally, customers can feel safe entering your place and establishment, and knowing that not only they're, of course, feeling a lot of stress because of the brakes or a muffler problem or another type of car problem, but know that you guys are following all the protocols, and they don't have to be scared of the virus when they enter as a customer. So that's important.
Oh, yeah.
Zach, tell me, how is your food drive going so far? And tell me a little bit about it.
So this is the first year we did it. It started off last year, me and the employees, when we were talking about doing stuff with COVID and that type of stuff, what we can do. And everyone had ideas of stuff that actually means to them, and, that type of stuff. So we decided to start looking as a company towards fundraisers and that type of stuff we can do. One we did was a breast cancer awareness in last October, and it actually went really well. For the first time we're doing it. This is great because we wanted to start doing stuff within our local community. On a national stance, we are a very small company, and there's not as big of a chunk that we can really help out in a national stage. But we feel, as a company our size here in Omaha, we can definitely come in and make a difference to the people in and around Omaha and Council Bluffs and the metro area around it. So we reached out to you guys. This month we're running, we call it Lose a Few Pounds at the beginning of the year, to leave awesome. A few pounds behind of food. And what we're doing is, with 5 non-perishable food items, we're giving you $10 off any bill or whatever. Oil change, tire rotation, service, whatever. And then we are actually matching every food donation that's giving 100%. So if you donate 5 cans, we match 5 cans. If you give us 30, we'll match 30. We're just looking for a way to really kind of drive and help people. Like I say, this being our first year, it's kind of got a slow roll start to it. That's why I really feel reaching out to you and doing this is great. Yes. We were talking earlier this week, and me and my wife have decided to expand it to through next month. Wow. So hopefully that gets a hold, and we can really, get you guys some food and get some people fed, and, have some help there.
Wonderful. Well, we're hoping our social media partners across the Instagram and LinkedIn and Facebook and and Twitter, as they listen to this broadcast, that they will think of ways that they and their family and friends and their inner circles can get involved and make a difference in feeding the hungry. There's so many worthy charities, Zach, in our community, and we feel so privileged that you chose to partner with Open Door Mission. Was there anything that led you to to partner with Open Door Mission?
Well, there again, last year we kind of had a get together with everyone who works here, and we were talking about different aspects of what has affected people in their past.
Mm,
We had everything from being homeless to
yes.
domestic abuse to
Hmm.
suicide prevention, where they've had that. And we also have autism as one of our chief things that people are kind of concerned about in our company. And we're trying to look at different ways that we can address all of them, because every employee has their concerns. And I feel that you know reaching out to places like you, because you address actually several of those concerns within
Hmm.
your organization, which I think is a great place to start.
Awesome. I think it's awesome as an employer that you are helping your employees feel fulfilled in actually making an impact in the community and addressing some of the social issues that are near and dear to their hearts. And you're so correct. There's so many reasons why someone is experiencing homelessness. They're very diverse. And sometimes we just don't know what goes on behind closed doors. We don't know who is struggling from paycheck to paycheck to make ends meet and what their childhood was like. And so I think it's awesome that you're taking time to listen to your employees and to help them make a difference. Zach, there's other ways that you guys are thinking about getting involved at the Open Door Mission as well. I know that it's COVID, but soon it's going to be over. Everybody's going to be vaccinated, and we're going to be back to we're going to be back to some normalcy. And I know that you guys are actually thinking about being part of our serving a meal in the kitchen and or reading to the kids and things like that.
Yeah, so this year what we're doing is we're going to try to organize some group activities where we can get together and volunteer as an entire company down at Open Door Mission with you guys. With that, we are offering our employees, if they do take part, actually extra vacation time and stuff to really make them feel, more part of the community. And I think once people start, experience the giving, it just doesn't stop with the minimum. You always, that warm feeling that helping other people gives you, I really think, will take you to the next step and to do more than you can do. Like, say, my wife's a nurse, and we've also been talking about her possibly, volunteering down at the clinic.
Yes.
And for us personally, our two boys, we'd love to get them down there to experience what giving is really like. It's we reached a kind of up there in our life where we've got our base of our business, we got employees and great customers, and now we're to the point in our life in our business where we can start really giving back and helping others, and not only just giving, but helping other people mentor on how to get to that point.
Mm-hmm. I think that says a lot about you as not only a business owner, but as a leader, that you want to make a difference, not only for your own family, but for others in the community, that you want to make it better. And I think if every business owner was doing that and their small part, our community would look totally different at the end of a year, even if it is a pandemic. If people wanted to find your place of business, Mad Hatter Muffler and Brakes, and because we always encourage those that support the Open Door Mission to support those that support us, because we serve at the pleasure of the community's generosity. How could they find you, Zach? I know you have 2 locations. Where could they locate
Yeah,
your business?
Yeah, we're online. It's Mad Hatter muffleromaha.com is our website. Usually, if you just Google Mad Hatter Muffler and Brakes, or just Mad Hatter for that fact, in Omaha metro area, we pop right up. We do have social media on Instagram and Facebook. My wife just announced, I believe 2 days ago, we got a new social media assistant director, Ruby, our little puppy. French bulldog. She's taking parts. I think she actually had a little photo shoot today with one of the donation boxes. So,
Oh,
anyways, like I say, we're here. Where you can reach out to us. Call either location. We got great employees that are just here to look forward to helping everyone. Like say, what a lot of people don't realize, us, mechanics, we're not the mean people, out there trying to greasy people trying to fix cars. Actually, a lot of mechanics that we're just looking for a way to help others. And that's why I think this, when we did talk about it in his group, was a great kind of grab for all all the participants in my company is because we do want to help. I mean, it's the reason you start working on cars is because you want to help people get to their next location. You want to help them get to their soccer game or to church in the morning or something like that. It's a real feel of giving. And like say, when you get your customer in after doing an oil change and they went on a vacation, they tell you about how good that vacation was. It gives you that nice warm feeling.
So if you want to find an honest mechanic, you can visit Mad Hatter Muffler and Brakes. You can Google them online, and they also have their collection boxes up for your canned goods. And we are so grateful for your generosity to partner with us. And if you want more information, you'll notice on our social media pages at Open Door Mission, we'll be talking about this food drive over the next few weeks, and we'll be able to share some of those pictures of the new puppy. And so everybody, what better thing to do and to see a puppy and feed someone who's hungry, right, Zach?
Oh yeah, Ruby's excited. So.
All right. Well, thank you for joining us today, and I want to say thank you for making a difference, and God bless you.
Yep. Thank you.
I am so excited to be able to share with you our last guest talking about how businesses are making an impact here in our community. But I don't want you to feel left out. You can make an impact too. You can donate 2 hours of your time every month in 2021, and it adds up to be 24 hours, one day out of 365, that you join us here at the Open Door Mission in breaking the cycle of homelessness and poverty. And there's so many creative ways that you can partner with us and be part of the Open Door Mission team and truly the family. And so I've asked Deb to join us, and she is going to inspire you to add volunteering to one of your New Year's resolutions. And because she's here in person, I'm going to put my mask on and keep us both safe. And I hope you're wearing masks as well as we're going through this high transmission time. Well, Deb, I know that it's on people's minds about coming to the Open Door Mission. And is it safe for a volunteer who, doesn't have underlying health issues, who doesn't have medical problems, to come and be part of our campus? Like, they don't really need to fear that we're not following the proper protocols.
Correct. So we are cleaning every couple of hours, and that is the most important thing that we're doing. We are wearing our masks, and as you can see, it says Open Door Mission. And when you do volunteer, we have some to give to you. So we'd love to have you come down on campus and volunteer for that. We are wearing gloves when necessary in our kitchen, and if you feel you want to wear them, we have them supplied. And the most important thing is social distancing. And because of the social distancing, we've limited the numbers of volunteers. Mm-hmm. And that's to keep everybody safe and make everybody feel comfortable.
That's right. And, Deb, when they come in the door, we don't want them to be surprised. We are taking their temperature, just like all the staff. All of our guests are taking temperatures. Mm-hmm. And so we're just trying to keep everyone safe. We have a commercial fogger. Don't be surprised if you see somebody going on with a backpack and a sprayer. And all of these things that we've put in place have kept less than 1% of our population experiencing homelessness at contacting the virus, and less than 20% of our staff. And we're on the front lines every day. And so God has really blessed us, given us the wisdom to implement these things. But because we know there are some people that have underlying health issues, have family that have compromised immune systems, they have to volunteer from home. And we're going to talk a little bit about volunteer in place as well. But Deb, what are some of the volunteer opportunities on campus, although we know they're limited because we can't have 50 people any longer in one space until we're all vaccinated. So tell us a little bit about that.
So we have our impact maker at the donation centers, and that is when the volunteers come in and they help sort the donations. They're hanging up clothes, and they are stocking the shelves and working with our food pantries to hand out to the community members.
Yeah, it's one of our biggest needs.
Yes.
In fact, it's at a time where we are going to have to make a really tough decision whether we keep our outreach centers open or we wait until the pandemic's over when volunteers join us again,
Mhm.
because it's not sustainable without volunteers.
Yes, so we really do need you. And then in addition to our outreach center, we do serve meals 365 days a year. And some people don't realize that we need volunteers serving in the kitchen, and that's every day and for all of our meals. And those are great opportunities. And again, we're social distancing and keeping everybody safe in there.
And actually, for breakfast, lunch, and dinner, we only have 10 slots.
Yes, correct.
And I had a family today that said, Candace, we're just going to take all 10 slots. That's safe for us.
Mhm.
We're going to bring our grandchildren. We're going to bring our daughter and her son, and we're going to let our grandchildren bring their friend. We're taking the 10 slots.
Mhm.
And we encourage people to do that. You can call Deb, and she can actually find a day once a month that all the 10 slots are not taken.
Mhm.
And she's reachable at 402-829-1503. Deb, you've been with the mission for a number of years, and you oversee events. You talk to our impact makers that financially support us in making them know all the updates and fulfilled in what they are supporting. But what inspires you, gets you up in the morning about working with volunteers?
Oh, well, it's wonderful because I feel like we're working at the feet of Jesus every day. And when our volunteers come in, they want to help serve our guests and give them a little bit of hope. But what we found is that when the volunteers are on campus, they too are feeling extra special because they've made an impact. So it's not just one-sided, it goes both ways. And seeing the smiles on families and kiddos and just even single people that have come to volunteer is just beautiful. And it's just so inspiring that this is not really a job for me.
And I know that, for both of us, we have children, and it's important for us as moms to have our children volunteering with us and seeing the importance of giving. My children have been volunteering since the age of 3. They've been the best napkin passer outers. They've collected empty hangers, but now they're a little bit older, as your children are, and they've joined us in serving the meals during the holidays, and it's just a really fun tradition for us.
Oh, absolutely.
Deb, talk about ways that volunteers can make a difference from the comfort of their own home and the safety for volunteering in place.
Well, you can check our website, first of all, opendoormission.org, go under Get Involved and Volunteer, and then all the opportunities are there. So the first thing you can do is make homemade Valentines, and you can either drop those off or mail those, and then we'll get them to the people that are having a meal or coming into the mission. So we're handing those out right away. Making fleece blankets, because when you're homeless, the most important thing is to stay warm.
Yes.
So we need blankets. Homemade cookies. We haven't had a lot of volunteers in the kitchen, so we haven't been able to make the desserts and the cookies to provide to our guests as a treat. So if you can make cookies, however many it is, whether it's a dozen or 12 dozen, we can have them dropped off at the donation center. Prayers. We never have enough prayers, so just keep us in your prayers. And a cool thing that we have is our Hearts of Hope coin stir. And what this is you're able to take these and use it as a family event. And for every quarter that is put in here, when it's totally filled, it will provide 2 meals to the homeless people on the mission.
And people have gotten really creative over the years. I don't know if you can see, it's a heart, and actually they set it at their kitchen table and they make a placemat. And every night they remind their family that their quarters are feeding the hungry at the Open Door Mission. And it gets into a really fun time to see how many hearts that they fill for the month of February. So we hope you'll join us for our Hearts of Hope campaign. We are so grateful. Deb would love to hear from you. We have volunteer and tour orientation starting back up.
Yep,
And they're on the calendar. So if you visit opendoormission.org, click on the volunteer tab, and you can find ways as a new volunteer or a returning volunteer, have a tour, see all the new things that are going on, because we have changed our campus to actually do things better and more efficiently through COVID. Deb, thanks for being with us.
You're so
and
welcome.
Thank you for being with us for Coffee with Candace this month. Remember, you're going to tune in the last Wednesday of every month at noon, and we'll always have guests joining us that are fun, just like Deb. God bless.